We are coming to you live from Lockdown at Storyteller Studios here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Trios, your show with 3 acts, and I am Kyle Kirkland, your host. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is doing good tonight. I'll be your host tonight and every single Wednesday night, starting at 7 p.m. This is our very first live show. Thank you so much for joining us. This episode is sponsored. We are sponsored by Avatar Salon, the last hairbender. Avatar Salon, change your hair, express your soul. You can book your appointment at avatarsalonatl.com or call them at 404-913-3444. I may or may not have given them a call myself. Oh, folks, I'm so happy you guys are tuning in. Thank you so much. This is our very first Trios event. We are going to be doing this every single Wednesday night, all the way until Christmas. And I hope you guys stick around with us every Wednesday night. Keep following. We're going to be featuring 3 acts every Wednesday. And they're going to each be doing 3 songs. And then we're going to follow it up with a short little interview afterwards so we can get to know them. I want to make sure that everyone understands we are new. So if you haven't already followed, if you haven't liked us yet, please do that. We're going to be uploading these videos onto YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed to YouTube yet, to our YouTube page yet, go ahead and do that as well. And be sure to share this live stream. That'll go a long way in supporting us and also the artists that we all love. And these are some pretty incredible people, so I'm really thankful to have them on board with all of us tonight. And I'm also thankful to have you joining us from wherever you are. I want to not waste any more time with any more talking. I want to go ahead and get our artists called and get them on and performing for you. So I'm going to go ahead and call our first act, and I'm really excited to have her involved. Her name is CINCH, and we've worked together for years, and she's a phenomenal musician and a great songwriter, and she has a beautiful voice. So I'm really excited about having her involved with us. So I'm going to go ahead and invite her on right now. How you doing, CINCH?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really well. This is our very first night. Are you excited?
I'm super stoked. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'm just so thankful that you decided to join us tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get you set up, CINCH, and then we're going to get started, all right? So everybody, that's our first act. I love her to pieces. If you will, please, I'm going to leave her a tip link down at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Please, if you like what you hear, tip or download whatever app you need to, and just be sure to tip these artists, because this is kind of our venue right now. So we're here for you, and that would be wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. Without any further ado, this is your first act, folks. This is CINCH.
So that was my first song. It's called Interlude Hurts. For this next song, I would like to do a cover for this great new artist that I love. Her name is Benny, and she's a great little cutie. I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just here thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. Water pouring down from the ceiling. I knew this would happen. So hard to believe it. Maybe I'm dramatic. I don't wanna seem it. I don't wanna panic. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know what's happened. You're a bad thing. La 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 la. Lonely, I'm a lonely bitch. La 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 la. Lonely, super lonely. Now I'm in a bathtub crying. Think I'm slowly sinking. Bubbles in my eyes now. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Now I'm in a sad club, just trying to get a back rub. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know what's happened. You're a bad thing. La 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 la. Lonely, I'm a lonely bitch. La 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 la. Lonely, super lonely. La 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 la. Lonely, super lonely. La 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 la. Lonely, super lonely. So this next song is gonna be another original, like the first one, and it's kind of an all-time favorite for a lot of my friends, including Kyle. It's called Trojan Gift, and it is a different version that you might not recognize immediately. It's not like the recording. First time you were standing there, I never felt in such a way. But when it comes to feelings, though, you're always the last one to show. Ooh, but I love you, and that's not really fair. When you stood me up that day, I never felt oh so great. You never mentioned her name, such a surprise, oh what a shame. But I love you, and that's not really fair. But you love her, and that's not really fair. The more you gave to me was the best Trojan gift. I waited for you and then I taken you when you walked away. Ooh, and that's it. I'm coming, sir.
Absolute all-time favorite tunes that you have sang, but also it's just one of my all-time favorites. Ever since I heard you sing that for the first time. Actually, the music video to that, I have been playing that one on repeat, just kind of preparing for this show, and so it's been stuck in our heads a lot
Oh,
over here. How are you?
thank you. Yes.
How are you doing, Cinch?
I'm doing great, expecting now. Now it's public.
I
Now I'm
know
ready.
it's very public. So here's the thing. Last time I saw you, you were not married and you were not expecting, and now you are married and expecting. I'm so happy for you.
It's during COVID. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. And how is all of that during quarantine?
Really, it's great. My husband is the love of my life and my best friend. So we get along so well being at home. We don't
Yeah,
have a lot of fights or anything.
that's
He's
good.
here
That's good.
watching me. And he's sparing me work, so I'm barely working now. So I'm like already staying at home. And since I have to be quarantined anyway, it's a great time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying.
it's a good time to. Yeah, I agree. So I when we were talking, you and I have been talking about doing this for about a couple weeks now. And when we were talking, you mentioned something to me that I just thought I had to share because I thought it was fascinating. You are also something I didn't know about you. You're also a painter, is that right?
Yes, I do paint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have brought along something that I want to show everybody that I think is pretty cool. Can you tell me something about this lovely lady right here?
Is it me?
Yes, yeah, it's the painting that you sent me.
Oh, okay. So that portrait, I call it towel dried selfie. And I've always, I love Vincent van Gogh, and I know that he would paint himself a lot. He would paint a lot of portraits. And up to that point, I hadn't painted anyone.
Mhm.
And so I decided I got to try to paint someone, but it's not like I have, I wasn't dating at the time, and I was living with my mom, and she traveled a lot. So I decided to use myself as
Oh.
my model. So, one time I just got out of the shower and I put my hair up in a really cool situation bun.
Mhm.
And
Oh
I
my.
thought, gosh, I love that. So I just took a picture of myself in the mirror and I thought, perfect, I'll just paint that because I can always go back to my own face for reference.
Oh,
So,
I see it. I can see like now. I mean, I see the towel and like the smoke and everything, or the steam. I love it. Yeah, that is. When you sent that to me, I was like, I have to share that with people because it's beautiful. And I also am curious when it comes to like, because we also talked about writer's block, and I'm wondering if when it comes to writer's block for writing music, do you tend to like turn and funnel that into your artwork, or do you find other outlets to kind of pursue whenever you know you're a multifaceted, talented artist. Do you find other venues whenever you feel that coming on the writer's block?
yeah, so that's definitely, I think, why I started painting. I wasn't coming up with anything new. I was feeling kind of like I don't want to do the same or sound the same. So
Right.
I was like, let me try something else. Let me try to visually create what I'm feeling. And so that's why I started just trying to paint.
That's fascinating. I love that. Now, you were telling me something. I want to kind of switch topics here drastically. You were telling me a little bit about something an organization you've been working with, and I wanted to ask you to kind of share a little bit with us about what it is. It's called Operation Underground Railroad, right?
Yes.
Can you
And
tell us a little bit more about what that is and about maybe how, if we want to, how we can get involved?
yes, absolutely. So I found them because, obviously being at home a lot and being on social media, I started going down the rabbit trail and finding out a lot of conspiracy theories and a lot of, evil, dark, cruel things going on in the world.
Mhm.
And my husband would say, take it easy, baby. You're expecting, you don't want the negativity. And I'm like, no, I have to know. I want to know the truth. I want to be
Okay.
enlightened, be prepared. And so I ran into this organization, which their website is ourrescue.org,
Okay.
with two R's, OUR,
Okay.
and that also the OUR is Operation Underground Railroad. And I found them, and it was kind of like a little bit of light because they work with retired or people that used to work for the CIA and military personnel, or really anyone, even like grassroots people like you and I. We can host like an event at home and do fundraisers and things. But they're an organization that, fights against human trafficking and child trafficking,
Okay.
and their goal is to obviously rescue and stop, the operation going on
Yeah.
and work with law enforcement, of course.
and then reinstate the child or the victim back into their home, their parents, or a safe house, or a verified orphanage. And I just thought, oh, thankfully,
Yeah.
something positive I can,
Yeah, absolutely. Making some sort of difference. That's very important. Well, that's do you have so the website for that was listed, that was Operation Underground Railroad. It's OUR.
RESCUE, so ourrescue.org. But if you do search Underground Railroad, it comes up. That's how I found them.
Okay,
But of
perfect.
course,
Yeah.
what they do have is a training. They do a training for anyone that wants to take it. It's like a 3-hour class with questions, and they teach you kind of how to spot, what to do, and how to report if you see something. Because they say, if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Slow, and they teach you how to do that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for letting us know that, Cinch. We will look into that. I mean, we'll definitely check that out. And then I have one last question that I want to ask you before I let you go tonight. I want to ask if you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, in history.
Any artist
Okay,
ever.
that's a tough one. I have a few. I'm from
Of
Brazil,
course.
so I do have like a Brazilian artist who is alive. His name is Caetano Veloso. And
Okay.
then also Daniela Mercury. Those are like my two favorites from Brazil. And because they are like the root of what I grew up to and what I look up to musically and as human beings.
Yeah.
And then if you want to say in America, I would say Prince.
Oh, I love it. Okay, fantastic. Those are all great answers. And I know it's never going to be easy answering, for a musician to answer a question like who is your favorite anything or who would you collaborate with specifically. Cynthia, thank you so much for doing this with us tonight. I am deeply thankful. This was our very first act on our very first trios and you killed it, Cinch.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. All right, everybody. Say bye to Cinch. Bye, Cinch. Bye, dear.
Love you. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye, dear. All right, guys. So that's how the show is going to go. We have 2 more acts that we're going to be bringing up tonight. We still have Darius Blue. He's our act 2. And then we're going to be joined by INDEE, who's going to be coming right up after that. I'm so excited. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. All right, so I want to make sure that we get all of these people called. So don't forget, folks, to follow, like, share. If you are following us through YouTube, subscribe. And a million times, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. All right, so our next act, Darius Blue. Here we go. I'm giving him a call right now. And then we're going to get him set up. I've been working with Darius as well. All of these people I've been working with for years, so I'm really excited to have each and every one of them joining us tonight. It's pretty spectacular. Okay, let's get him. Hey Darius, how you doing?
Good, what's up?
Oh man, it's so good to have you here. You look great. I love that setup, dude. That looks great.
Thank you.
Are you excited about performing for us tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited about performing tonight.
Dude, I can't wait to hear your set. I know we've been doing a couple of sound checks. And everything I've heard from you has been awesome, so I can't wait to hear your set. So we're going to go ahead and get you set up, all right, Darius?
All right, cool.
All right, folks, so don't forget, I'm going to have that link down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. If you like what you hear, please feel free to tip. If you're unable to tip right now, that's fine. Just sharing this link will go a long way in supporting us and the artists we love. All right, guys, this is Act 2. This is Darius Blue.
Darling, my frustrations gets me when it hurts me most.
Look at your camera. Your camera's not. How do you focus it? It's like focusing on the back wall.
All right, sorry. This is live.
This is live. We are right here with you. That's what this is all about, man. No worries at all.
Is that better?
Yeah, dude, that looks great. You're all set.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
No worries at all. All right, one more time, everybody. This is Darius.
Darling, my frustrations against me where it hurts me more. Like fire rapper to the gun, it's not so easy to see. I've been going far, far too long. Expect you not to change even a little bit. I guess I hope I'm still the kind of guy you need it for, you fool. 'Cause life's a boy here on the road and leaves for me. Oh, something about the whole thing that doesn't feel real. Work my days hard, 'cause I love you, girl. I don't want you, I need you now. Can't see no other way. Darling, I work my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl. I don't want you, I need you now. Can't see no other way. This separation really gets me thinking. And all those used up cliches will be worn off with you. And I wonder if you're half as innocent as you assure me. Or if I should just thank you for your time, never call you again. Oh, oh. And after all the license shows and all, it'll be you and me again. But until then, oh, oh, I'll work my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl. I don't want, I need you now. Can't see no other way. Yeah. Oh, baby, I'm home. So love me like you do. Won't you love me, baby? Oh, you know I do it for you. Thank you so much for the love, guys. It's awesome. So that first song was a song by Paulo Nutini. That song's called No Other Way. And so that whole set is actually a Paulo Nutini set. He's one of my favorite artists, and yeah, he's one of the best. And so this next song is called Better Man. And here it goes. She makes me smile. She thinks the way I think. That girl makes me wanna be better. So go down Baker Street. Some she drank the way I drink. I kiss the sky to send the blue a letter. Ooh. That girl makes me wanna be better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if she sleeps in, gonna treat her like a real man. She's fearless, she's free. Oh, she is a real live wire. And like her, she got me feeling so much better. Oh, you trade all the money in the world just to see this girl smile. Oh, wow. She'll make you feel so much better. All right, so that's cool. That was Paul Nutini, Better Man. This next song is Don't Let Me Down. Also originally covered by the Beatles, but this version is a Paul Nutini cover. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Oh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do, oh, she do me. Yeah, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. From the first time that she really done me. She done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Oh, she done me good. And don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me get up there. Let me get up there. I'm coming. I'm coming. That was incredible. I can't find my buttons. There we go. That was beautiful, man. Thank you so much for playing that. I love that last song so much. I love all those songs. Um, how are you handling quarantine? There it is.
It's hard, man. I'm
we're
on hook.
We've been locked down now. I guess how many months is this? Is this 4 months? We've all been locked down.
It's been about 4 months that we supposed to be locked down. Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So Darius, I love your voice. I've always loved your voice. Every time you perform, I remember when we had our show duets, and you would come and perform for us, and you had that voice that really just kind of took over the room, and there's just something about it. It's so sweet and soothing, and I just want to know, how long have you been performing?
Wow. Well, I've been performing ever since I was little, probably about 4 or 5.
Where did you start doing that?
When?
Yeah, I mean, no, where? How did you
Oh.
get involved in like this singing?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, my dad he started me and my brother and sister out in a little gospel group, and he was like get in there, and we learned from there. We just grew up from there, and we started in a little town called Hazelhurst, Georgia. It's close to
Yeah.
Vidalia, Food Onion City.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know that area.
Yeah, yeah.
So you started in I can relate to that. That's how I got my start as well. Now I'm also curious about your your musical influences, because like I say, I've heard you do so many. You have a wide range of artists, and I'm curious as to who you kind of say, like, when I hear one of their songs, I have to sing it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's like Gary Clark Jr., Paulo Nutini, the guy who just said his stuff
Yeah.
is very nice. The John Mayer is definitely one of my favorites, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It seals the deal for me.
I love some Gravity, John Mayer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you told me the other day you've been working on an EP. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. We're working on an EP with Andrew at Off the Record Studio.
Off the Record
actually,
Studio. Where is Off the Record Studios? That's in Atlanta?
It's in Roswell,
Okay.
Georgia. Yeah, yeah.
That's-
And we're that's actually where I'm at right now. We're in the studio live, so it's
Oh,
cool.
fantastic. Oh yeah, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I could tell you had something going on back there. That's awesome.
yeah.
So with that new EP, are you going in any kind of new directions with your music? Do you have any kind of things, any songs that you think are just going to be like kind of new, or a style that you're going for?
Yeah, right now we're the first song I've released so far is Dreamer. It's out on platforms. It's the album is gonna follow after that song, because I think it's good to have some inspiration in music, to get people
Absolutely.
Interested again.
I know, and that's what we've been talking about all day, man. Just keeping people inspired and interested. I think that's absolutely right. Dreamer, I love that. Dreamer.
Oh yeah. We're working on a couple more songs, and hopefully we'll be done by next year. So we can
Okay,
start
so
on the tour.
we'll be looking out for Darius Blues EP to roll out next year. Dreamer, is that right? Dreamer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I have to ask you one more thing. If you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be and why?
Oh. Goodness gracious. I've never thought of that. Wow. Any artists.
It's the only thinker I try and throw out there. I love it.
Wow, that's so big. Wow, everybody that won is gone. Over the years to, let me see. Anybody right now?
I mean, you just named a lot of artists that influence you.
Yeah, John Mayer. Mayer.
Oh, John Mayer.
Or
I could hear that too. That'd be beautiful.
She's cool.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. I'm Darius. I'm honored that you joined us for our first show. I'm so thankful that you were here for us tonight. And do you have anything you want to say to? I know your adoring fans have been here watching. Do you have anything you want to say?
Appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's so fun. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Darius. All right, man. Well, you have a good night. Okay, you go get some rest after that. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Bye.
All right, guys. So that was Darius Blue, and like I say, I love that guy so much. Since we met back a few years ago, he's really just been one of those kind of artists that when I hear him perform, he makes me want to jump up on a stage and perform. Those kind of inspirational artists are few and far between, and You know what? Speaking of inspirational artists, I do know of another one that I want to get into the show before we call it quits. We have one final act for you tonight, and I love this girl. Hey, INDEE.
Hello.
Let's get you up here. Hey, INDEE, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Oh, man, I'm just trying to work all the buttons over here. You know how it goes.
Well, you're really good at it.
I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining us. Are you ready to perform?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah.
Fantastic. Well, let's get you set up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, INDEE is phenomenal. She's going to blow your mind. If you would, please, we'll have the tip link on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. If you would, be sure to tip her if you like what you hear. Once again, if you aren't able to tip, that's perfectly fine. Just please share this feed, and that'll go a long way in supporting us and the artist we love. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here is your final act of the night. Thank you so much for watching. This is INDEE.
Thank you. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. My guitar just went up. Hold on, wait. Okay, now it works. Sweetest soul that I've ever seen, I get lost in your evergreens on my mind. Angel eyes make me laugh, they make me cry. Artifacts we call memories dance to this swirling reverie on my kaleidoscope. Eyes blue rainbows from the stones in my those eyes. Honest words that have ever been, I couldn't speak. I couldn't say anything on my mind. Crystallized, you slipped away with no goodbye. Those eyes. But you were never mine. Red moon, won't you tell me, should I let go? The star-crossed fantasy 1,000 times. You watched me die for 7 days when I sleep smile. Those eyes. But you were never mine.
I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not using a mic because I thought I'd be super raw. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, cool. This next one, and that was Sweetest Soul, and it's gonna go on my next record, La Bohemia. Also, shout out to Off the Record Studio. That was Andrew Hill and Patrick Taylor. They made my first record, and shout out to Darius. I'm so happy that you're over there. But yeah, this is going on my second record, called La Bohemia. And also, I want to dedicate the next two songs. I'm mind blanking. I'm sorry. This next song is going to be Phoenix Red, and then Therapy, and I'd like to dedicate them to the Black Lives Matter movement. It took a piece of me, never to return, but I'm still burning. No, I won't be let down. No, let down. Rise, rise now. Untying all my threads, let the wind blow the ash. Take me like a phoenix red. She will shed her pain, and when she's gone, she will rise again and again and again. Phoenix red. Alrighty. I'm gonna change guitars for this next one. If you can't tell, in my little homemade Indian style sitting setup. Alright. This one's called Therapy. I just wrote it, so I might mess up. So thank you so much, Kyle, for having me. This is really beautiful. I really miss your Cats Cafe shows, so this is like kind of like that. I need therapy. There's a hole inside of me. Pills can't fix what I need. I wake up feeling incomplete. 'Cause I need therapy. Repeat, repeat. The days go on and on. Repeat. Therapy. Repeat, repeat. I am broken on and on. Repeat. Millennial apathy. I've detached from everything, scrolling obviously. Some days feels like there's nothing left of me. Oh yeah, therapy, repeat, repeat. The days go on and on, repeat. Therapy, repeat, repeat. I am broken on and on, repeat. Oh, oh. American Pie dream. Too many leaves of unmet needs. Living someone else's dreams. I forget what feeling is. Oh yeah, therapy, repeat, repeat. I go on, repeat, repeat. Therapy, repeat, repeat. I am broken on and 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 on. Is there hope for me? I forget what feeling I need. So yeah, therapy. Oh, is there hope for me? I am broken on and on, repeat, yeah.
Oh, Indie. Thank you so much. I was just getting so lost in this music. I feel like I have to just, thank you so much for
Oh my God,
that.
thank you.
You kind of just took us a little bit through a loop. I wasn't expecting to really kind of just vibe so hard as I just did. It was very meditative, and I deeply appreciate that. That
love hearing
last
that.
song. The second you hit that last song, I was like, like it has a great it makes you want to harmonize. You know what I mean? It's got that. You know what I mean? Okay, so
Probably because I'm playing like a lot of suspensions.
Yeah,
so probably.
yeah, it has that
And they
great.
you want to resolve them. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely do. That's where my mind always automatically. You know, I come from a family of singers, and all we would do is kind of like jump on you. You know, you don't want to step on each other's notes, so you just. Speaking of, I am curious about you. What is your background in singing? You have. I know that your family. You come from a family of a pretty talented family, right? Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, I am really, really lucky. It was kind of decided from the womb that I would do music just because I was kind of born into it.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely grateful for that. And I don't know what else I would do. I have other interests, but nothing compares, you know. My mom is my biggest inspiration. She is one of those pianists that you just like. I'm not just saying that because she's my mom, even though I love her and she's my favorite pianist. No offense to anyone else, but she's one of those pianists like you just drop your jaw and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So she's my biggest inspiration for sure. And she doesn't really have a singing voice. Like she just never really developed it, but she kind of grew up singing. Like, I mean, when I grew up, she was just kind of singing all the time. So I think that's where that came from because we have no singers in our family, but on my mom's side, there's like a lineage of musicians.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
So
but no singers. She just kind of like sang, and I think it just made me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess I'll sing too, because you're a kid, you don't think about it.
So you just kind of you found that inspiration in yourself. When did you realize that you had that ability? The ability that you have.
Well, I just did it all the time.
Yeah.
I think I annoyed everyone by singing and dancing. I don't think my dancing was any good, so everyone was like, "Your singing's great."
Okay. So you did try dancing though. You were trying dancing for a while. Did you ever?
I didn't take any classes.
Oh,
I actually wish I did. I would love. That is something I really wish I did.
Yeah.
I think most musicians can dance that have rhythm. It's just a matter of like it's just developing.
It's just finding it in yourself. I've always wanted to do that too. That's kind of something I never. Yeah, same here. Never really ended up pursuing that. By the way, I did want to say we have Andrew Hill who was watching along, and
Andrew,
and he was saying this.
You.
He said earlier, this is so good, and I do want to shout out to him because it's
Shout
pretty
out to
awesome how
Andrew.
many artists I've heard his name pop up so many times. We work with so many of the same artists, and this is just such a great collective of people, and I'm so thankful to have him watching us, as well as Katie Martin. She's watching us as well. But
oh yeah, Katie.
I wanted to get that out now before I forgot. And but anyway, so you were telling us earlier about La Bohemia. What you said, you were talking to me, and we were talking about kind of just your music and the direction of your music that you have done before. You mentioned that you might be taking this kind of on personally as a little bit more of you're going to take control of the production slightly. Is that right?
Yeah. This is my first time. Basically, I'm taking an audio course right now, which is helping me, and also
Oh wow.
I am not wired to do this. Some people have the intellect to do this, or to learn this material. I'm struggling, but I'm learning it. Yeah, I got all the stuff you need to make this album, and one by one I had things break, but I replaced them, of course, during the pandemic with the economy. But yeah, I decided this one, I kind of wanted to make it personal, but it is with my band. And I have an engineer helping me just kind of, you know, with anything and everything that we need. And but yeah, creatively, I'm kind of spearheading it. But
I love that. Well, that's so important, especially with your work. It'll be very much unique. It'll be very much unique to you and your style. I think that's I think that's a bold step, and I think it's a great step for you to take.
Thank you, Kyle. I hope so.
Yeah,
I'm excited and also terrified of it. So at the same time,
and I can understand. Again, it's a lot of software to learn. It's a lot of things to kind of yeah. So we were talking earlier about gardening. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I kind of really, because the way you perked up, we weren't even gonna I wasn't even gonna mention this really, but you perked up because there was a plant in your shot, and then.
She's right here.
Oh,
her name's Evelyn.
Can you tell us about the gardening that you were talking about, and the music as well that goes along with it? Just tell us about this.
Yes, unfortunately, I did not play the song tonight, but I have a song called Garden, and it was since like one of my last years in college. after doing this opera by Voltaire with this really epic song called Grow Your Garden, or Let Your Garden Grow, or Let Our Garden Grow. I'm really bad with names and memory.
I
My
understand.
memory is shot.
Yeah,
But
Voltaire
it's
too.
something like that. Yeah, Voltaire. Something
Right.
Voltaire.
So yeah.
Um, um, I don't know. There was something so epic about that message in the song, and singing it with like a massive opera choir, and just, I don't know. There was something about it. And always as a kid, I enjoyed like being in, outside and planting flowers. And
Yeah.
I just never thought I had a green thumb. And I didn't have the confidence or like motive, it wasn't like the right time. And then
Yeah.
all of this quarantine, all this stuff happened. And it's very uncertain what's happening in terms of our economy and food. And so I was like, you know what? A lot of people are doing this anyway. I kind of just had this dream since college, but it was in the back burner. And so I decided to take the plunge, and I kind of started a garden.
So you became a quarantine gardener. Is that right?
But I'm like a first year gardener.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
Yeah, some things didn't make it.
Okay.
Some things died, but a lot of things are doing great. It's just I'm learning. I'm taking this time. Like, I'm very lucky I was able to do it. I started late. Like, I started planning everything in like May, so it's
You'll have to kind of arrange the ability to play the song in your garden one day. Yeah.
Oh, I have a very special idea for my song garden. Actually, I'll just tell you guys, since you're watching. When that song gets recorded, I was thinking for the music video, we could have clips of anyone and everyone who wants to be in their garden or their community garden. Just do like little phone clips. I just want to make like a compilation.
Yes.
Yeah, to encourage everyone to kind of start their own garden or learn how to grow their own food. Because I don't know, it's such a positive thing in such a dark time, and it's something that's giving me so much joy, and I'm just obsessed with it. And I'm obsessed with my plants. Like,
yeah, I understand, and trust me, when you're gardening, I only have a couple plants, but I understand when you're gardening, they can be an obsession because you kind of have to take care. It's something you have to take care of. So I understand.
Have you done it?
Gardened? No, I don't. That requires, I'm musical. That's all I do. That's just, I don't go outside. And I'm kidding. No, I don't really have a green thumb. Things I own when it comes to going and buying plants. Okay, maybe you can teach me. Maybe you can teach us all.
I just learned off of YouTube and reading a lot of things. I love it. That's really all it is. Like,
well, I want to say thank you so much, Indee. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for coming in and doing this. It's such an honor to have you, and to have gotten to get lost in your music for a little while was a real treat. So thank you so much, Indee. Do you have anything else you want to say to anybody?
Oh yeah, stay strong out there. It's just a dumpster fire. I say that a lot, but it really is. It's just gross out there, and just be strong within yourself. Be the phoenix. That's kind of why I wrote that song.
I love it.
To find our phoenix within. Even though I wrote that song before, like, everything went really south out there. Within, if we can get ourselves right within, that's all that matters. The other thing I was gonna say was I am making this album, La Bohemia. It is out indefinitely, but we're hoping for, fingers crossed, no later than kind of September next year.
Okay.
But
something to look forward to. I love it.
I'm trying to give myself a deadline.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you again. Thank you for coming on, Indee. I love you so much, and we want to have you back on anytime you can. We want to have you come back and join us, and maybe we'll work on some other things in the future as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Indee.
I love that. Kyle, I love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Everyone sounded lovely. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, dear. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. So that was our show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We have had such a wonderful time doing this and preparing for this show. and I couldn't be more honored that everyone stuck around and hung out and watched with us. Thank you so much to CINCH. You killed it tonight, and congratulations. Thank you so much, Darius. Blue, you were incredible, and of course, INDEE, we love you. Stay tuned for next week, August 12th. We're gonna have Sylvia Brimmer, we're gonna have Symphonic Flow, aka Symphony, and then Katie Martin. All right, guys, if you want to get involved, triosbooking@gmail.com. Email us. Thanks, guys. We love you. Have a good night.